You are listening to The Lounge. Welcome to The Lounge. Relax. Listen to The Lounge. Listen to The Lounge. Relax and listen to The Lounge. Listen to The Lounge. You are listening to The Lounge.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Do me a favor when you get on, let me know if you can hear me, y'all. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know. My sister-in-law
You
big.
probably wrote that, didn't you?
Nah, I didn't write none of this.
You wrote that groove.
This chill. This
That
chill.
sound like you, man.
This chill freestyle. Spotify, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Lady J said she can hear me. Thank y'all for joining the Lounge Talk. This is your boy James, aka Minister Franklin, aka what P call me Frank Zilla. I got the Urban Doctor, Pernell Maxwell. I got that dude. I call him Pastor Jaggers, but he goes by that dude. So tonight we're gonna deal with a topic that a lot of folk don't like to deal with. They like to shun away from it because it's been the norm for so long. I want to deal with not only the absence of black fathers, but the importance of black fathers. First, I want to recap before we get to that topic, I want to recap from last week. We talked about, me and Pernell, we talked about marriage. It was so important. And one thing I got from basically in a nutshell about marriage is try your best, first of all, to put God first, but then learn your spouse. Now, me and Pernell always talk. We talk back in the truck. We talk back in whatever on the phone. Learn your spouse. So just to recap, one way I can do better with my marriage is by just learning Crystal and trying to do my best as, fixing my issues before I try to talk to her about her issues. Have God deal with me about my own issues. And Pernell, if you want to recap, a little bit on the marriage topic before we get into the black fathers, and then Pastor Jaggers want to say something.
For sure. Man, yeah, just like, yeah, for sure. We appreciate y'all thus far for tuning in. Could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate it. Just trying to have some real dialogue. Again, tonight's topic, just recapping from last week, goes really into the next topic we're going to do this evening with the black fathers. And again, after kind of recapping from understanding the importance of knowing your spouses, be sure that you understand yourself as well. It really helps. Like I said, being solid, understanding yourself, who God created you to be first and foremost, and really walking in that light prior to marriage. But like I said last time, if you're not all the way whole within it, if you really chase after what the Creator has built you for within the marriage, you still can gain new strengths. Your weaknesses will no longer be. But as we said last time, just like anybody that goes to the gym and it's been a while, or it's your first time, when you start hitting those weights, or you start running, you start walking, your muscles are going to be sore. So it's being able to push past the pain and know that, in sports, they call it, like therapy. You're able to recover. So in marriage, if you do the correct work and you recover, then you gain new muscles. And when you gain new muscles, then you have more strength. And then the strength, and it's not only just for you and your spouse, it actually benefits your family. From your family, like James says, then your church, then your community. Community, eventually, and maybe get to the state. But, what we've been called to do is control our environment. Control what you can control. Let God be God. So my mom tell me all the time is, let the big G stand up and let the little G sit down, and sometimes we can kind of get in the way. But if we understand who's in control and what we can control, and understand, try to add value to any situation the best we can, then the results are going to be phenomenal.
So what's up? This is what Pastor, you want to chime in anything about marriage before we dive into that
was strong. I want to appreciate just being able to sit here with the young lions. I do mean that sincerely. We need more men, young men like the cats that's aware. Don't try to be woke. Be aware of what's going on. I do want to say you need to write that point down for me. Push through the pain. That's going to be a sermon. But 2 words about marriage. Marriage matters. James has heard me say this. Unitas heard me say this. Marriage is work, but it's worth it. You got to put the work in it. And I like what you said, that you got to deal with. You got to learn your wife. The Apostle Peter said we got to deal with them according to knowledge. You can't deal with your wife according to what Susie down the street do, and it's not fair for her to do that to you either. Learn her, find out what make her tick. Amen. Make a foul on her. You foul. You know what? All of us know them buttons to push, and when we know them buttons, stay away from the button. And Jack and I, we got 30 years in. Next year be 30, and we bought a Monopoly game.
Congrats, 30.
God bless you. And we both got to get out of jail free card. And because see, with marriage, you can't wait till you mad to forgive. Right. You got to forgive up front, because we gonna do something that we gonna need forgiveness. But if I wait until I'm mad, I ain't gonna forgive, because I'm emotional. Have your mind made up. Whatever this lunatic, excuse me.
No, we talking.
Whatever he or she lunatic do, I've already made up in my heart that I'm gonna forgive it. It's gonna hurt. He or she gonna lose trust, but I'm gonna forgive them, because marriage matters. Yeah, it's important.
That's what's up. Man. Appreciate you, Pastor. Hey, y'all, ignore that other beat. I don't know what came on, but ignore that other one. I don't know what came on, but you know, just ignore that. All right, I appreciate
I can't
you.
ignore that beat. It's kicking.
And so when we deal with we've dealt with marriage. So it translates your marriage. Also, it's going to translate into the home. This is why it's important. And I wanted to talk about black fathers today.
Bruh Law. John, I see you, Bruh Law. I see you, Bruh Law.
Let's see who's all on. Listen, we see Deacon Tony, aka I'm a Miami Dolphins fan.
Go fans.
Lady J's on. Lady J's on.
Hey, sunshine.
Crystal, my wife's on. My sister-in-law's on. Let me know who's all on. So today we're dealing with black fathers. Touchy subject. And I'll start first because when we start dealing with touchy subjects, a lot of times men like to skedaddle away. Lady J said, "Hey, boo." But for real though, as a male that grew up without a black father, not his fault because he passed away, but it affected my life to where I believe if I did have a father figure, I would be further along. Not saying I didn't do a good job or George Franklin didn't do a good job raising me. It's just certain things that I needed as a boy or as a child that I needed as an adult now, and I'm learning. And I believe if I would have had a father figure, or if I would have had my dad there present, I would be further along in certain areas. So one thing I'm learning about, as being a husband is, I'm learning from other people. It would have been good if I could see that in the home, and not blaming him because you can't help the time that you leave this earth. But one thing I can say is that it is important for all of us as men to be in the household, because you don't know how detrimental your absence can be. You don't know how detrimental. I found myself in crazy situations because I didn't have that stern father figure to say, "Hey boy, get yourself together." And so me growing up as just a boy, especially a black boy at that, a black child in this world, I needed somebody that's been there, that knows how to be a man and that can teach me manhood. And so we're going to piggyback on each other tonight. If Pastor, you want to chime in on some stuff? So how was it as a youth with the father figure role? So how was it in your youth days?
I grew up in a single parent home. My mom is my hero. That's why I buy her a Father's Day card on Father's Day. The dad is, to me, more important than the president, more important than the pastor, more important than the general. The father is the most important figure in American culture, especially, I think, in the world. You were talking about how you needed a man to, and I got a lot of, my daughter's 27, my son is 22, and I'm a very present dad. I'll talk about mine, but I want to talk about one thing about the difference a dad makes. The kids were young one time, and my wife was hollering for him to bring some water or something. Come here. Nothing. Come here. Nothing. One time I said, "Boy, sir," and I said, "How come you didn't come when your mom was calling?" He said, "Dad, you got that bass in your voice," and it matters to have a young man or a boy to have that. Not, "I'm afraid of my dad," but that's the dude that gets stuff done. That's the dude that gonna have the final word, not because he's gruff, but because he got my best interest at heart. And I like I said, didn't grow up with with a dad in the house, went all the way crazy. Y'all didn't hear me. Went all the way crazy. Y'all pastor got some stories. So I was the man of the house at 8. And an 8-year-old can't be the man of the house. And so, you know, you get hooked up with them folks, and you trying to find, but what really hit me was my self-esteem. You know, what's wrong with me? How come this dude don't want to have nothing to do with me? And you know, but it's things like that. But it's things about, you know, learning to shave, how to talk to girls the right way. You know, having the confidence to talk to. I was scared of girls. Did y'all? Thank you, Jackie. You saved me. I was scared of girls. I was, and then when I was afraid of rejection, because I felt rejected by my dad, and that was huge, and so I didn't want to be rejected, so I just wouldn't, you know, say nothing. I wouldn't engage her because she might say no, and I think that stems from not having that strong man to pour into me what was in him. And James has heard me say this, and James know me. I'm all about legacy now. Before I leave this planet, everything in me, and I don't want to get emotional, I want to make sure it's in Haley and David. Everything.
Yes, sir.
All of it ain't Sunday morning.
Yeah, we hear you.
Not that I want to push them to wickedness,
Right.
but I want them to know the kind of world that they live in.
Showing up.
And I try to, you know, ain't no love in the heart of, don't nobody love you but us. And those are things that dads, moms can say it, but when dad bellow it out, y'all have seen them nature shows, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
And them little lion cubs is acting a fool.
Oh yeah.
And mama can't do nothing with them. Daddy get up and everything get quiet. But no, personally, I got expelled from school because I didn't have that stern threat of a figure. I got caught up in the drug life. I did time. Yeah, y'all pastors a thug, amen. He redeemed.
Shout out to Eric,
God,
thug pastor.
God will redeem a thug. But what not having a dad has done for me is made me into, and people call me Aaron all the time, I'm a super dad. This young man is one of my greatest accomplishments, Brother Maxwell, was having my own diaper bag.
Oh yeah.
Not my wife's diaper bag.
Right.
My diaper bag.
Yeah.
You know, I got the kids. You go on, girl.
Yeah.
I got them, you know. As a new father, the one thing, and mothers they're gonna laugh at, the one thing I feared was I wouldn't know how to burp the baby. It's a trip, just small things that worries a dad.
Right.
Because dads are I'm so glad y'all bringing this up. Dads are so important, and even if you're not in the house, let me tell you, God still holds you responsible.
Yes, sir.
I've said this for years.
Yes, sir.
Well, you know, you stand before God. Well, why did your daughter or son do this? Well, her mama. That ain't on her. I'm the daddy. And so how do you get past that baby mama drama, that baby? How do you get past that? You be the best you.
Yes. Yes, sir.
You ball out as a you.
Yeah.
That's right.
And watch and see on God turn things into your favor. You fool around and he'll have visitation rights. You be a strong you.
That's right.
And watch and see.
That's right.
God got to put the baby. I don't like to say what God got to do,
But it's written.
but he gonna bring it right. So you know, just be the best you. If you know, because this is a broken world.
Boy.
You know, and can I say something to mamas?
Talk,
Don't dog that man. Don't dog that man in front of them kids. I don't care how he ain't paying nothing. them kids will always love they dad. You listen to Pastor. I've seen people, they daddy is rotten. Them kids love their daddy. And so you ain't got to lie. You ain't got to build them up. Baby, that's your daddy. But we take care of stuff. But don't tear them down in their eyes, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes, sir.
Makes plenty of sense.
Most definitely. I'll piggyback that off of that, Pastor Jaggers, man. That part with the woman, even though she might not be seeing eye to eye with the father, and like you said, it does major damage to the kid when certain women do that. Not all women. We're not saying all women do that, but some do. But down the line, you almost, I wouldn't say destroy, but you disable the relationship between that child and the father. Because then they're looking at their father in a different light. One of the things my brother-in-law told me years ago when I had my first child, he said, bro, when you have your kid, man, you're going to turn into Superman. I said, what? He said, it's like a whole nother force, bro. You're more focused. Times where you might be down, you don't stay down long because you get up because you got to be there, or you want to be there for those fathers who do care. And even for those who don't, it's not too late. Because the kids, like Pastor Jaggers was saying, they still desire, they always gonna love their father, but it's gonna be more impactful if you make the proper change, right? You can't just do it on your terms. Like, I'm your daddy, you do what I say do. Don't do that, because these kids and even older generation, your daddy, you my daddy, but you gonna get disrespected. And it's a lot of daddies who've tried to pull that I'm your daddy, the father role, and got the brakes beat off of them. Let's just be honest, right? So the thing is since we're being honest with each other and we're trying to help each other in the next generation, it's all about how we do what we do, how we say what we say. We're here to build people, not tear down, as we said from the jump. So mothers, keep doing a good job of being who you are for your kids, and allow the relationship between the father and the child or children to develop over time. And even though you might not like your baby daddy, baby father, right?
Come on now.
You can still be a bridge. Not saying you molding a relationship, but you can be the bridge. You can tell your baby that, hey man, I live, your child lives with me. Our child lives with me. And this is kind of what they think. This is how they feel. I have regular communication with them. I see things that you might not see. And you enlighten them, let them in. Because with most men, and this is just how I feel, most men, we're guarded, especially when we are not involved. There's a fight. There's almost like a cry out. And the only way we do it is by wilding out, right? But, and I said this in the last podcast, a lot of men don't have a place to cry out, don't have anybody to go to. And the persons that they go to or the places they go is really tearing them down. Like I say, this here, drink this, homie, get over it. Your baby mama crazy, they all crazy. So they steady are ignoring the fact of the work that has to be put in. And you're right, Pastor Jaggers, definitely to a degree, you know what I mean? They crazy, we all crazy, but it's like, who's gonna choose to do the work? Who's gonna choose to make the sacrifice? Who's gonna choose to actually love, right? So these gentlemen gave their story about their father. Me, on the other hand, I was blessed to actually have my father, still have my father to this day, and it's been a blessing. And as I sit here, these two gentlemen, even though they not my daddies, and Pastor Jaggers been knowing me for a while, right? He's still a father figure to me. He's still a father. It's much respect. Same thing with this man right here, James. He's younger than me, but it's like mad respect. It's like, and I ain't really, I ain't no street dude, but I know as a man, in the street, whether you in the street or you not in the street, respect is major. I said that last time. You know, we don't play nothing about that. We don't play with that respect, right? So, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all done heard this real recognize real on any level. You know what I mean? So it's important that you give that respect, even sometimes when you ain't receiving it, because it plants the seed. It's been times before in life where I've been out and about, and I try to pay attention to my surroundings. Men, do that, please, and women as well. Continue to just watch your surroundings. But I watch how cats act, and usually when it's a certain brother might walk in a room or something, and it's like a vibe might change, and usually, for the most part, it's good. There's been times where it's been really good, and I'm like, yo, it's something different about that person, and me myself, because over time I've gained more confidence, I find myself trying to speak. Hey man, what's good with you, bro? Introduce myself or whatever, just to let them know, hey, I'm not intimidated. We on the same type of time.
Right.
If anything go down, we on the same team.
Right.
I'm not gonna be fighting you. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, because of the lack thereof or some trauma that has happened to most men, they keep this big gorilla, tear this place up type of attitude.
I'll shoot everybody.
Man, what that boy said, what's that, what was it, White Men Get Jumped, where he was like, I'm going to the car. Get my gun. Shoot everybody. You know what I'm saying? We have, sometimes men have that macho type, can't nobody stop me type joint.
Right.
But if more brethrens was able to just, hey bro, like I feel you, understand you, can read the room, feel a person, the energy, then we'll be able to actually be there for each other. But to the point I was saying about my father, I've been blessed to have him in my life and continue to have him in life. But one of the things he taught me, which most men don't, and this is small potatoes, but the seed was planted so long ago, it made me become my own man. And I mean, at a young age, it made me want to be different. Not just, I'm being different just to be different, but being my own individual person. But this is what he told me. He said, son, I want you to be a trendsetter and don't follow the trend. That's it. That's all he told me.
Pastor Maxwell.
As Ric Flair said,
Woo! Nature boy.
But and us as boys, when we grow and elevate the men, sometimes we take boyish things to our manhood, and we always want to be around the fellas. We still want to be the coolest, the flyest, get the most girls, whatever, because that's what society wants us to do. But when we start really understanding the damage that it does in the long run, sometimes it feel like it's too late to redeem all that hurt and sorrow and all that stuff we've been through or put others through. But if we would just learn how to be individuals, solid, then our whole environment / world would change if men would actually be men and things like this. I'm glad James was able to invite us on. It's major. Oh my God, it's major. Like I said, last pod, is not a lot of places for us to really unwind, to really be cool, to be vulnerable, because
can I ask you young cats a question?
What's up, guys?
What would this world look like if every man guarded his corner? If every man guarded his front porch.
Yeah.
My front porch is going to produce.
Yeah.
Right.
The Bible talks about our kids being olive plants. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Around our table. If every man made up his mind, no matter what's going on, as far as my porch and the ones that come out of this house,
Right.
they going to produce. What kind of world would this be?
Oh my goodness.
It would. See, that's how, I'm glad you said that. I believe that's how the enemy comes in. Because men, whether you know it or not, if you are absent in your household, you have opened the door for the enemy to attack your children.
The husband is the house band.
The house band. He's the guard. He's the guard. He's the protector, the foundation. And one thing that I've learned about being a husband and being a father is, I said this last time, how dependent my family is on me. I didn't know how dependent Lonnie Franklin was until I saw George Franklin, and it's just me and her. It was how dependable he was. How dependable, excuse me. And it's totally different how I see men in their households. How I saw Dwight when I growing up, I saw Dwight, how he handled his family, or I'm seeing Pastor Kelly or seeing Pastor Jaggers, just how of a difference it makes in the children's lives. And one thing I can say is, I say, God, I mean, I can see how, and I'm so glad God has grown me up. I can see how, if you don't have your father figure, how you can have your own image of what a man is. And a lot of times, you know, I could be honest, I had an issue with chasing women. I wanted to be the slickest, but you know, I was like, maybe that's what manhood was. Maybe that's what manhood is. Not because that's what I wanted, but that's what I saw on TV. Or because whether you know it or not, you know, mothers get busy. Sometimes the TV is raising these children. Right. Jay-Z raising us, or Young Jock raising us, or who the new up and coming rapper. See, I'm out of touch.
J. Cole, you know Pastor.
J. Cole raising us.
J. Cole, Future,
the baby.
Little baby raising us. And it's important because we do it unconsciously. The TV has raised a generation up to man, and we wonder why people just shoot up the place like it ain't nothing. Call of Duty has raised everybody.
Boy.
And so we got to get to a place as men and guard our children and be present with what they're watching on TV. Like, I got to check Jazz because YouTube is crazy. I be sitting there listening to something. I'm like, Jazz, what you watching?
What they say? Right.
And I go back and play it. I'm like, they over here chanting demons and stuff. I'm like you gotta be on top of your stuff as a man. And mamas too, but especially men, because listen, we're the foundation, that voice, that disciplinary, that we're that voice. And if you're not in the household, you have given the devil an open invitation. If you're not in your child's life, and listen, I'm not judging you. I don't know what happened. Your baby mama may be crazy. I understand. But you still have a responsibility to be in your children's life. You gotta be there. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it with my own children. I better chill out for my daddy. Check me. Right. I can see it. They won't cross a certain line because of my presence.
Right.
They won't say certain things. They can think it, but they won't say it.
Right.
Because of daddy. And I found myself in the same situation when I was growing up. I'm popping off the mouth, mama, but I wouldn't say that to Dwight. I wouldn't say that to Pastor Kelly. I wouldn't say that to Pastor Jack. Why? Because it's when a man is present, it's that demanding of respect. Boy, you ain't gonna talk to me any kind of way.
Your head down. You're right.
Yeah, and this is real life, y'all. Yeah. I want to encourage every father, not just black fathers, but every father to be in your children's life. Put the work in. Because guess what? When they come back in graduation and they point at you, one day I'm gonna see Genesis, God willing. One day I'm gonna see Genesis and Jazz and Christopher have a diploma, their degrees in their hand, and they're gonna say, "Thank you, Mama, and thank you, Daddy." And I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna start crying. because that's what I wanted. I'm the kind of dad that I wanted to have.
Right.
I'm the kind of dad that I want,
That's it.
that I still want. Because that 7-year-old me still wants his pops. Don't get it twisted. Just because I'm 32, going on 33, that I don't have that moments to where I wish my dad was here. I still had that little boy mentality. And so I thank God for like Pastor Jaggers for just letting me sleep on his couch when it was just me and Genesis. He don't even know how much that played a part in me.
Thank you. It means a lot.
So I mean, y'all, chime in.
I
Talk all the time.
I was different because I didn't have. I'm worried. Now my father was out. I'm gonna give y'all an exclusive, a world premiere exclusive right now. Stop the presses. Y'all know me as Pastor Jaggers, and this is from my childhood. My family name is Jagers. Okay, my mom calls herself Annie Jagers. My father is Jagers. When I was 17 years old, this hot off the press, I sent a letter to my father in California. Wasn't begging, you know, when we call dad, we beg. I wasn't begging. I'm finna go to the army. You know, things is good. I'm finna graduate.
Right.
The letter came back unopened, and listen to me, y'all. Something in me broke, and I said, "Is it PG?"
You can keep it real.
Keep it 1,000.
I said, "Damn him." I had been correcting folk my whole life. My name is Jagers. My name is Jagers. And as a 17-year-old, I made a permanent decision, and that's never a good thing to do.
Yeah, right.
Well, I like what James just said, that he still feels the need for his dad. Something happened. I was 39 years old. I had a family of my own. I was a pastor. I was a good dad. And Brother Maxwell, it's like a clock went off. Who is my dad? Who are my folk?
Right.
Why can't I grow facial hair?
Right.
Why did I lose my hair like this?
Yeah.
And I began to reach out to my father.
Right.
And now our relationship is solid.
Wow.
But, so that's y'all. My name is Gerald Jagers.
Jake. Yeah.
But don't call me that. My name
Don't
is
do
Jax.
it. Yeah.
Because I had, as a 17-year-old, I had to develop a personality
Right.
for myself. I didn't know them.
Your own
And
identity.
so I had to make my own identity.
Yes, sir.
That's what I was trying to say.
Uh-huh.
But I was different. When I was 14, I wanted a family. I didn't want conquests. I wasn't chasing. I wanted a wife and kids at 14. And I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing everything that I do now. And my auntie, she said this to me when I was 14. She said, "Boy, you gonna make some woman a good wife." Because I take care of the kids, I wash, I cook,
Right.
and I like it. You know, I'm at home. I don't do it enough, baby. I know.
Right.
But I wasn't that dude that wanted to go and chase all the girls. I wanted. Well, I missed. Can I go? Let me be myself.
Yeah, be yourself.
I missed a lot of
Yeah.
talking about, will you be my girlfriend? And she got it all booted up to me. And I'm talking about, I want a girlfriend. And so, but I did. I said I wanted 5 kids.
She curved you.
Oh, yeah. She didn't want to talk to me. And I told Jackie, I want 5 kids. And she said, who you gonna marry?
Not me.
But I'm like James. I am the father that I always wanted. And you remember my birthday party, David had me on the floor because he said, with tears in his eyes, you my best friend. And that picked me up and pulled me on top of my daughter also.
You got my love in the throat, brother.
Haley the same way. So, and look who just come.
That's the Lord.
Yeah.
And so
The Lord.
I can say, and I'll say this in front of Jackie also, the high point of my life has been as a dad. Not because I don't love my wife. I'm better at that than I've been at being a husband. I want to be better as a husband.
For sure.
But being a dad has been like,
Yeah.
because everything I didn't get,
Yeah.
Woo!
You giving it. Ugh.
I'm giving it.
Oh, you're giving it. Yeah, that's hard. Let me piggyback on that, Pastor Jack. It's crazy you said that. Something I was thinking about today because I knew we was kind of hitting on this topic, and I've been seeing social media. You know, it's some good, it's some bad, but I try to focus on the good stuff. But what you said about your father, you know, getting to an age to where you was like trying to make a relationship, or at least mend something, try to
Shout
build a
out, Nick.
bridge,
I see you, bruh.
you know,
Haley, David.
for sure. Hey man, I appreciate y'all pops sharing that story, because that's the ultimate goal. That's that legacy, giving your kids something that you didn't have or you want, and then not only is it gonna benefit them, it's gonna benefit their family, their friends, and it's just gonna trickle down. Right, all day. So,
You had them last week.
for sure. But the point I'm striving to make is about forgiveness. It can be difficult, especially when, as a child, you yearn and almost to a sense demand for your father or your mother. Right now we're strictly talking about fathers, to really be there. No matter how old you are, you still want your pops to be there. You still want that "I'm proud of you, son" type look in their eyes, or some dap, or you know what I'm saying, might go shoot some hoops, play ball or whatever. It's still desired, you know. And getting to a point to where you can forgive your father for the lack thereof, or you know, maybe not being able to be available, is very important. Forgive them because they didn't have an example, and then their father might not have been there, and they didn't have that growing up. So usually what we don't learn, or what we don't become knowledgeable of, what we don't fix,
Right.
we end up passing it down. So it's of our best interests and our family's interest to do the work. It's necessary. So give that forgiveness. After you make it through your own self, you know, the pain that you might feel, the tears,
Right.
try to bridge that gap like Pastor Jackis did with his father, and be like, "Hey, my man, I know things was what they were, but let's start now."
And if I can,
Yeah, go ahead.
the way I did it is because you think about all the Jordans that you didn't get,
Yeah.
and all the this you didn't get, and so I had to come up with that. Look, you don't owe me nothing, man,
Right.
because that's what holds that
Yeah.
that bondage. That you gonna give me all that you didn't give me before.
Right.
I give you this, and they can't.
Right.
Because I believe, and I believe this with my heart, that at that age, my dad was probably broken.
Right. That's
He was probably broken at that time. You know, then he goes through life to become the man he is today.
right.
But I look at me, shucks, I was broken.
Right.
And so I can't hold it against him
Okay. Yeah.
because he was broken.
Broken.
And so, you know, now I can say this, my sister hasn't, because he owes her.
Right.
And when people owe you, it's hard to forgive them but when you make up your mind, look, you did the best you did the best you
Right.
could. You don't owe me.
Nothing.
You don't owe me an apology.
Yeah.
You don't owe me anything.
That's good. That's good.
For sure.
I release you.
Yeah.
And once, cause see, forgiveness ain't for them.
Yeah. Right.
I'm the one can't sleep.
Yeah. Balled
I'm
up.
the one.
Yeah.
And so once I release you, I'm free now. Cause when I got you in prison, I got to watch you. So who really in prison? Both of us in prison.
Right.
Cause you in the cage, but I'm
Yeah. I'm in the
you ain't
cage.
getting out. I'm in the cage with you.
Yeah.
You know, open the door.
Right.
LIG. Let it go.
Let it go.
And that's so important, especially to those if your father has passed on. Now, I want to say this. If your father is gone, if he's gone to glory, find you somebody to not just father you, but to pour into you.
Yes, sir.
You cannot, listen, as much as you want to be your own man, find somebody to pour into you. I needed a Dwight. I needed a Pastor Kelly, and I needed a Gerald Jaggers. I had to. Why? Because God had to make sure, just because my daddy was gone doesn't mean I still couldn't be fathered. I don't share the Jaggers DNA or his last name, but I still needed to be fathered. And those who are fathers, look out for those kids whose dad is not there.
Yes, sir, Doc. Yes, sir.
You got to look out for them, because God put you in that area, not just so you can say, hey, how you doing? How's your mama doing? Or, hey, how you doing? How's your sister and your family? Or what's your mama know? Hey, how your mama doing, boy? Nah. But no.
Come over there and shoot some hoop and shit.
Nah, well, the real note, y'all. For real. Find you a child. Because I work at an elementary school. And something that I see a lot is kids who don't have their daddy. Mama dropping them off. Mama picking them up. Mama, even on their emergency contact list, it's nobody but mama. And if mama was gone, they wouldn't have nobody. We got to step in the gap and be their dad. No, I ain't telling you you gotta put them on your put them on your insurance or give them a new G.I. Joe. But what I'm telling you is pour into them, speak life into them, because what they're not getting, the devil is putting something else in them. Abandonment.
Yeah.
Nobody want me. I'm gonna live reckless. Most bad behavior that I see comes from attention I'm not getting at home.
Yeah.
This is the most. As soon as you say, "Hey, bro, you doing all right?" No. Why? Because they want a father figure. Most of these kids, especially our black boys and black daughters, most of these men are dead or in jail, or they just don't care. I saw a statistic: 58% of our men are absent. That's a lot. What are we doing? Because it's a generation trickling. And I'm not blaming you, bro, because you haven't seen it. That's why we gotta have more brothers step up and say, "Let me teach you, bro." And listen, y'all may be the same age, but you still can be taught, bro. You still can be taught. I've learned some things from P. He's 3 years older, 3 or 4 years older than me.
I learned some things from James, trust.
And listen, it's men. We learn from each other. I don't know everything. I learned from Sean when he over here helping with my car and stuff. I don't know mechanical things, but Sean, my brother-in-law, Keedron Tolliver. That's what I'm talking about. When I'm watching him take out something like a battery or alternator, or little stuff, I'm watching him because listen, I didn't have that growing up. But I'm watching him just like it's easy.
Light work.
Like it's easy. And it's important to learn from other people. It's okay, bro. Put your pride aside. It's okay to say, I don't know how to change a flat tire. Let me learn. The issue isn't not being ignorant. The issue is not wanting to change your ignorance.
Ugh. Tell them.
Let me go back in our history as black folk. In the 50s and y'all, and really 60s, when we ate dinner, who was at the head of the table?
Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Pops.
Who got the biggest piece of chicken?
Pops.
In the 70s, this is what happened. Listen, in the 70s, and I still call it genocide. You can have a check woman, but you can't have no man in the house. Woo.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The welfare system.
Yes, sir.
You can have a check, we'll give y'all, but you can't have no man in the house.
Yeah.
And that makes the 8-year-old the man of the house. Now, of course, he in the house, but he ain't got no voice.
Right.
And so keep going through generations. So now them boys who was running wild without that voice in their head,
Right.
now they 20, now they 19
Yeah.
with 2 kids.
Yeah.
And they know, and they in the mama house.
Right.
Still in my mind.
And then they 18. And so it's almost genocidal, but I read the book and I want everybody to read this book, find it. It's The Conspiracy to Destroy Black Boys. It was written by a guy in the 80s by a guy named Jawanza Kunjufu. And I'm just going to give you one analogy. He said, we are, as black people, we're an oral people. Our history was handed down by the fire orally. So we're good at oral expression. In kindergarten, children are evaluated by the way they can express themselves.
Yeah.
In first grade, the way they can express themselves. I can't wait to go to school. I love my teacher. In the 3rd grade, it's flips. Now you're evaluated by your writing skills. Last year, you were the star of the class because you could express yourself. This year, you talk too much. Woo! Second grade,
Yeah.
Johnny loves school.
Johnny Love.
3rd grade, Johnny hates school.
Yeah.
That's why we got to do it.
Right.
We can't depend on nobody else because the system is intrinsically geared to keep us away from the very most precious resource we got, and that's our kids. It ain't our gold, it ain't our bling, it's that next generation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm after, and that's what we gonna get.
Yes, sir.
Bruh, Pastor, one thing I'm seeing, how very little our education system getting,
Boy.
how we're pouring into prisons, and
on.
guess who's filling up the prisons?
Us is
We are. They
Right.
billions of dollars are going to new prisons. Prisons are looking better than schools.
With a B.
Prisons are looking better, have better health care, better education in prison
than the school.
than the schools.
Right.
They writing off your kids. I see it every day.
Right.
I see it every day. Kids come in, they got low behavior. Oh, we gotta get rid of. We gotta get rid of little
Put them on medicine.
little
Yo-yo.
Pookie or put them on some medicine.
Get out of here.
We see it. It's in the educational system every day. They write your kid off.
I hate school too.
They hate school because,
For real.
and then we have teachers, not all, but a lot of our teachers who don't have any culture at all, and they write them off. They don't understand that they don't have a father figure in the home. Or they don't understand that they're crying out. They don't understand that. So instead of mentoring or pouring into them, let's throw them into the alternative school, which is another prison.
Pre-prison.
And then when they get old enough, let's throw them in juvenile,
Right.
and then they in the system. And it's clockwork. You see it all the time. And brother, listen, you may be a yard sweeper, but just pour in. I don't care what your occupation is. You're so important. Just pour into a kid.
Just do it.
Just pour into them. Just pour into them, and you'll start seeing kids transform into what their potential can be. Because Pastor poured into me, I'm so thankful. It wasn't even about the music. Excuse me, with Dwight and Pascal, it wasn't even about the music. Them just pouring into me changed my entire life. And I still was doing stupid stuff.
Right.
But in the back of my mind, I'm like, Dwight and Pascal gonna kick my tail.
Right.
If they
All
find
day.
out what I'm doing.
Right.
If they
Chopping
find it.
block.
And you can hear, it's simple stuff. If you're pouring into a kid, man, Mr. James gonna knock me upside my head. Little stuff.
Right.
Why? Because kids need father figures. Mothers, thank you for pouring. But Father, you are so important. You are so important. When I say you are important, you're heir to a tire.
That's important.
You
Heir
heir
to a tire.
you're heir to a tire. Now the tire exists. It can still function. But without air, it's going to destroy the whole vehicle. Transmission gonna blow, all that stuff. We need you, dads. You are so important. Find you a kid to pour into, not just yours, but somebody else. If I saw P's kids, I'm gonna pour into them. Why? Because they need it. And if they do got a father, be an extra one. We can't get enough. We gotta get back to the place where a village raises kids.
All day.
Everybody responsible for raising everybody
They
kids.
all our kids.
If I get a whooping, you get a whooping.
Yeah.
If I can whoop you, then Joe down the street can whoop you. If you cutting up, see, we done lost discipline. And so we got to get back. Thank you, Pastor. We got to get back to the community. We got to get back to everybody is responsible for everybody else's kids. When they ain't my kids, yes, they are. They're your kids.
They are your kids.
Because they might be friends with your kids and influence.
Bye.
Listen, we gotta be on top of our stuff, y'all. Black fathers, we are so important.
Can I
Go ahead, Pastor.
This is controversial.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
We need it. Whoop de whoop.
If your child father is what you would call confused about their gender, sex, you better love them kids, man. Love them kids more than you love that reputation of what other folks might say about your kid.
Uh-oh.
Love your child more than you love having folks say your kids is nice. Your kids is so well mannered. Love your child, either in it or through it. Either in it or through it. Because all of these moral folks that's bashing folks, bash until it's they niece, or they nephew, or they son, or they daughter. I'm trying to see, we put too much politics in it.
Right.
It's love.
Boy, cute.
God love everybody.
Everybody.
Love is greater than the chaos.
Yeah.
That's what you preach Sunday.
Yeah.
Love is greater than confusion.
Yes, sir.
Love is greater than scandal. You got to love your child. Hale and David do not do everything that I want them to do. They do not please me all the time, but there is not a day that I don't love them.
Right.
When they was small, I'd warm them up and grab them. Daddy love you.
That embrace.
You can't do that. Daddy love you. I warm him up, except one time. That last time with David, he said, "I don't want no hug." He said, "I ain't hugging you." You just put it on me. I'm not finna hug you.
Give me 15 minutes.
He love his dad. Give me 15 minutes. I'll hug you.
Give me 15 minutes.
Let me watch my show first.
Broke me off.
But you gotta love them, and they different. Your children are different.
Right.
That one superstar and that one black sheep, them your kids.
Right.
And you got to love them, and you got to take them through all of that stuff.
For sure.
Heartbreak, mistakes, bad breaks,
Right.
breakups. Oh, you got to walk them through it,
Yes, sir.
and you the guide.
Love
You've been
the
through
guy.
it.
Ooh, you the guy. Yes, sir.
You know what's out there. You can't walk it, but you can show enough guide them. You know, I used to tell them when they were going to the game, act like I'm your daddy.
Right.
Don't go out there and act like I'm your daddy. Not
Right.
like you, not even like you got a daddy. Like I'm your daddy.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like I'm like that you've been raised.
Right. For sure. I'll say something real quick, something light. Oh man, y'all boys is punching the bag tonight. I just want to say that off the rip. I piggyback on Pastor Jaggers, what he was saying. It's something I strive to do. And I watch movies again, like I said last time. I think we all do, especially as our people. Like you say, where everything's told through a story usually. But what I strive to do with not only my kids, but even my wife and anybody that's in my environment is I strive to be just the voice of reason. Now, the voice of reason, I equate that to how the spirit operates. It's no pressure. I tell everybody the spirit leaves no casualties. It's so, I like to look at the spirit as real, keep it in real player. What the kids say now, pushing P, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to pop the collar, and they don't do it enough, you know. As much as crazy as this world is, if we operate truly in the spirit, and I would like to say that there has to be some type of standard in your life, and hopefully your standard is God's standard, right? But you have to study and thirst for the knowledge and actually apply the knowledge that you get in order for there to be a standard. Sometimes we get in our own way and create our own standard and go off our own will. And one thing about the spirit is you can always see, like Pastor Jagger said and James said, about what it produces. And as long as I've been living, the spirit has never let me down. And it's always been comforting. What's that scripture, fellas, where it say God is the God of all comfort? Y'all know 1 Corinthians. That's something about that verse, Doc. It just sits so well with my soul. So even in the chaos, that comfort in the spirit like hugs me. Anybody ever had? It's like tonight. It's a little chilly here in the Rock, but you get that warm blanket out the dryer, and you put it on you, and you feel like a newborn baby out in these streets.
In the precious arms.
As the young folks say, I'm dead.
I'm dead.
R.I.P.
Straight up. So that's what I strive to give to anybody that knows me. I want that. I think this is his name, the James Earl Jones effect. When he narrates movies and that type of thing, is such. It's seeds being planted, and you don't.
What's up, Pastor Dunley? Hunley. Sorry.
Oh,
Pastor
yeah.
Darren Hunley.
D
What's going
Sharp.
on? What's
D
up,
Sharp.
Doc?
You still ain't call me back, cuz. But so striving to be that voice of reason, being that comfort, right? Because whenever I'm gone, like we said earlier, it's leaving that legacy. Like Pastor Jagger say, his pops couldn't give him none of the J's or all the Scooby snack, you know what I'm saying, fruit snacks or fruit roll-ups or any, extravagant trips. He like, didn't. Pops don't care nothing about that. That's Bill here. So I can make all the money in the world and all that kind of stuff, but that's not what's going to sustain my kids. I have to give them something that the world can't give them. Something that's going to not only build them, but like I say, sustain them, hold them up. Mm-hmm. And that right there is priceless. You can't put a tag on it. But,
Right.
That's because it was a gift given to us in the midst of the sins that we've committed before we even knew we was going to commit them. And our forefathers committed. It's very vital that we pay attention to the gateway, which is Jesus Christ, who paid it all, right? Amen. And then live in the kingdom. And since we talking about fathers, me and my homie, we was talking about this one day, and y'all know this because I ain't no Bible scholar. Like I say, I'm an urbanist from time to time. What's that verse, fellas, that say something about the sins of the father followed upon?
Is that Deuteronomy?
Is that Deuteronomy?
It's Deuteronomy. Christians, learn to use your concordance.
Yeah.
Pastor did.
Yeah.
Logos is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pastor still got to look stuff up.
Yeah, for sure. And
but because you're talking about what it talks about. It's in Ezekiel. It said the fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge. In other words, the father's sons are paying the penalty for the son, for the sins of the father.
Right.
The Lord flipped it and said, no longer will it be like that. But a son is going to pay for his sins, and a father is going to pay for his sins. But your point is, that legacy
Yeah.
of wickedness or righteousness is gonna follow.
It's gonna follow.
Exactly, Doc. Glad you here.
Man,
Straight up. So, what I strive, just like I say, this is basically it. It's just strive to be the voice of reason. Don't be that calm spirit. And now I know all of us have different personalities, but one thing I know for James and I know Pastor Jaggers is there's a time and a place for everything. I know there's been times where Pastor Jaggers, like I say, I ain't his son, but every time I've greeted this man, whenever I be at the church or whatever, he always be like, it's good to see you, man. Just when we came in the lounge today, it's that vibe, like, man, he's another dad.
respect
It's respect. And
all the time.
that is what's very needed and necessary in this world today. Like, say for instance, I strive to do small things. My kids go to school, and they might get off the bus. There might be some little cats in the neighborhood. I'll speak to them. Hey man, what's good? How was school? It was good. And not like, you better speak to me. Not on that type of time, but the voice of reason. Like
Right.
James said, he sees these kids and sees the lack thereof, the yearning for a father figure. So just a small thing. And how was your day, little man? How was your day, daughter? You know what I'm saying? You good? You straight? What are your goals? Because what I realized, man, a lot of these kids, they don't got no dreams. They don't got no goals. They just existing. They out here TikToking, YouTubing. Like, that's a life. Kids don't go outside no more.
Drink out the water hole.
Yeah, for real.
That's a different type of water taste.
It's a different type of water. Get that real thirst. You know what I mean? But right, off the rip.
But I do want to say I
Yeah.
appreciate you. The calm spirit, it ain't calm with me. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
We chillax. It's cool.
Yeah, for sure. And it's
But I do have a story about these kids, man, because
Yes,
it's
sir.
a trip. Because I walk every day, and in the neighborhood, the big little boys, weak, scrawny, they're not strong enough to shoot.
right.
But as I'm walking by, they got the ball in the hand, and I started the countdown: 3, 2,
Yeah.
1, switch. You'd be surprised. They're out there every day.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
They're out there every day. They will be in the car with their parents. Stop. He wanted me to stop so he can say hi. Black or white.
Wow.
That's major.
Black or white. And so it's impact.
Yes, sir.
And you don't have to be smart to make an
No.
impact. You don't have to be rich to make an impact.
No.
You got to care
That's it.
Care.
to make an impact. You got to care.
These kids just need somebody to care for them. Wow. And that's all. That's all. Especially when I was growing up, that's all I wanted was affirmation. Daddy, I just needed that dad figure to give me affirmation. Good job, James. Good job. And I'm telling you, from 4 years old all the way to now. And y'all, if y'all got y'all fathers in y'all life, enjoy their presence. They may be crazy. Enjoy them. Enjoy them. Because listen, I would give a lot. I ain't gonna say everything, but I would give a lot to hear Lonnie Franklin say, James, good job. Or hear James Sr. say, boy, I love you. I remember I played for North Pulaski, played football. Don't talk about us. But my pops played
You was
for the
good, man.
Okay. But my pops played for the same school.
Stop it.
And one thing, every time I touched the field, I said, I'm standing on the same field.
We
My daddy. Never met him. Never met James Sr.
right.
But I'm standing on the same field. Why? Because that was my daddy. That's all I had.
Man.
That's all I had. That's all I had. The grass, the same grass,
Yeah.
just stretching. I didn't take that for granted.
Right.
A lot of kids take that for granted. I didn't take that for granted. Stretching on the field. Just stretching. My daddy
practice.
My daddy stretched on this
Not a
field.
game.
Right. When I'm playing an instrument, or if I'm playing my guitar, my pops played the guitar. It's embedded that we need our fathers.
Yes, sir.
And so I thank God for me having Pastor Jaggers, Pastor Kelly, especially in the latter part of my latter part of this adultness, I've had Pastor Jaggers. That means the world to me. I know David appreciated it, but I sure do appreciate Pastor Jaggers. I wouldn't be the man, first of all.
Yeah.
It took a man to let another man sleep on his couch.
You're right.
With a 6-7 month drought. It take a man.
Right.
Sleep on the couch. Listen, from 22 all the way to now, I appreciate him, and I definitely wouldn't be the preacher that I was.
Right.
If not for the opportunity. Y'all, men, we need other men, especially for opportunities, for
Sir.
somebody to push us. I needed to be pushed, and he pushed me even beyond.
And I'm
some
going
of
to
my-
keep pushing him.
We all need to be pushed. And so, fathers, listen. I know it's getting late. The Baptist preacher said, it's getting late in the evening.
5 more minutes.
Sun is going down.
I'm almost through.
I'm almost through. Because we could talk about this for 30 years. It is important, fathers, that you show up. And especially if you haven't been there. I'm not condemning you, because I don't know your situation.
Ain't no shade.
Because it's hard.
Yeah.
Especially when the court system is against you.
It's hard in the house.
The judge look at you. Yeah, you on child support. You don't even know the story.
Yeah, you on child support.
What I ain't come in here for?
But do your best. When I say do your best, make sure you have done all you can.
Right.
Because I'm gonna tell you, when they grow up, they will find out the truth.
Yes, indeed.
They're gonna find out the truth. You do your best to be there. And you do your best to just to pour into them. And when you find other children, and especially, and I gotta say this, if you're integrating homes, you stepdaddy, them kids is your responsibility as well. Ain't no step kid. Willie McCray says, ain't no step kid.
Ain't no. Ain't no step milk, is it?
Ain't no step
Ain't no step clothes.
Ain't no step close. That's one thing I love about Crystal's dad. He is all about family. I've learned how to be a father because of Pastor Jaggers, but I've learned how to love my family, extended cousins and all that, because I watched Willie McCray. I used to be like, I don't care nothing about my people. They don't care nothing about me.
Right.
But then when I got in the family, in Crystal's dad, even for the jacked up folk, everybody,
Yeah.
he love his family.
Right.
And I'm like, God, I need to get to a place like that where I love my family like that. I like that. And so I look at Pastor Jaggers, I look at my father-in-law, I look at Pernell, look at his pops. Even though it be for maybe a short time, I look at people, because especially for those who didn't have a dad growing up, or especially if their dad was passed away and you had to grow up a long time without your dad, I pay attention to small stuff.
Right.
Because I didn't have that growing up. And so now I'm sinking it all in. I'm like, okay, I'm learning. I may have a smart mouth, but I'm hearing.
Quit bragging, Crystal.
I may think I'm, yeah.
But you right.
I may have a nonchalant response, but I hear you.
Right.
And so, y'all black dads or dads in period, I need you to show up. Show up for your kids. Show up for somebody else's kids. Everybody. Any last remarks? Because it's getting late in the evening.
Thank you, Young Lions, for having this old dog on.
Oh man, it was an
I
honor.
I gotta go and sit in a tub of hot water. Rest these old bones.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. No, Pastor is crunk. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Pastor ain't old. Just my age. That's all. Thank y'all.
Shout out, hey, Coach Flowers, I see you. That's my ninth grade coach. Pastor
yeah.
Flowers.
This young man doing a great job. These young men,
Boy.
they lions.
Yeah.
They kings.
That's another one right there.
Oh yeah, he was super cool.
But you know Flowers,
Super cool.
don't you?
Yeah, I remember Flowers. Yeah, I wasn't playing no sports, but he was so player in the hallways.
Hey, Coach, say your line. Stop tiddlywinking with him. Hey, when we missed a tackle. Hey, stop tiddlywinking. I love you, Pastor Flowers. God bless you. Hey, y'all, we about to get off of here. Thank y'all for joining us. Listen, we'll let you know next time we're on, but I appreciate you. I love you. Look, you laughing. I love you guys. And listen, we're going to build the kingdom of God together. Y'all, peace out and have a great rest of the evening.
What's good, my beautiful people? Thank you again for watching the Lounge Talk. It is an honor and a privilege to be able to dialogue with you and with Nick, Pernell, and myself. I love having our conversations. I love having our dialogue with each other. But do me a favor, if you haven't done so, please like and share the Lounge Talk. We are on Facebook and YouTube. If you have not done so, please like and share. Before I get off of here, I want to let you know that everything that we do is because of the love of Christ in our hearts. Listen, Jesus Christ is the reason why we get to do this thing right here. It's because of Christ, it's because of God that we are able to spread goodness and spread dialogue with each other. Listen, the main thing that we want to do is build the kingdom of Christ. It's all about Jesus. And so listen, do me a favor if you haven't done so. Please, again, like and share. And I want to let you know that I love you and I praise God for you. And let's build the kingdom of Christ together.